The Israel Defense Forces identified a site in Gaza as being used by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad, a group recognized as a terrorist organization. The IDF conducted a significant operation that lasted 12 hours, culminating in a substantial explosion. They also shared a video purportedly showing the moment of the blast. According to the IDF, this location was crucial for PIG's weapon production activities. We highly recommend you subscribe to our channel in order not to miss the latest developments and exclusive reports on the war being carried out by Israel. By subscribing, you'll gain immediate access to real-time updates, expert analysis, and in-depth coverage of events as they unfold. During this operation, Israeli troops discovered 2 trucks loaded with an array of weapons. These included parts for highly destructive rockets and unmanned aerial vehicles, as well as various intelligence materials, all reportedly belonging to PIJ. This find underlines the significant military capabilities and resources that PIJ had amassed. The operation and its results highlight the ongoing tension and conflict in the region, particularly concerning the activities of groups like PIJ and their impact on regional stability and security. In their statement, the Israel Defense Forces confirmed that their troops conducted a thorough search of a post used by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad and confiscated 2 trucks loaded with various weapons. These included parts for the Badr 3 rocket, a type of surface-to-surface missile, as well as parts for unmanned aerial vehicles and other intelligence materials that were identified as belonging to the PIJ. The PIJ, established in 1979, is recognized as the second-largest terrorist group in Gaza, following Hamas. The Counter-Extremism Project describes the PIJ as an organization committed to the destruction of Israel and the establishment of an autonomous Islamic Palestinian state within the territories of present-day Israel, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip. This ideological stance and the group's activities have led to its classification as a terrorist organization by various entities, including Israel and other international bodies. Additionally, the IDF's operations in the region have included locating and addressing Hamas terror tunnels, which are used for various militant activities, including attacks and transportation of resources. During these operations, the Israeli military has also gathered information related to hostages, indicating a broader scope in their efforts to counteract terrorist activities in the region. This ongoing conflict, involving multiple groups and complex geopolitical dynamics, continues to impact the stability and safety of the region. IDF spokesman R. Adm. Daniel Hagari, in a statement on Friday, emphasized the IDF's ongoing efforts against Hamas. He confirmed the discovery of underground infrastructure and vital information concerning hostages. Hagari's statement underlined the IDF's determination to aggressively pursue and neutralize terrorists, as well as to dismantle Hamas military infrastructure. In line with these efforts, a recent video showcased IDF commandos conducting a raid on a destroyed hotel, which was believed to be a location used by Hamas terrorists. The footage depicted IDF soldiers meticulously searching through the rubble and debris of the hotel, armed and prepared for potential encounters with Hamas operatives. This operation is part of a broader strategy by the Israeli military to target and suppress the activities of Hamas, which Israel and several other countries designate as a terrorist organization. The ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas continues to be marked by such military operations, underscoring the high tension and volatility in the region. The IDF's actions, including the use of commando raids and the targeting of underground infrastructure, reflect the intense and multifaceted nature of this conflict. In the ongoing conflict, the Israel Defense Forces have employed heavy military equipment, including tanks, to target buildings and areas suspected of being used by Hamas. This intense military response follows a tragic event on October 7, where a reported massacre by Hamas resulted in the death of 1,200 civilians. The IDF's actions have led to widespread displacement and destruction, particularly in the northern Gaza Strip, which has become a war-torn area characterized by ruined buildings, scarce supplies, and immense suffering for the local population. The situation has forced a large number of Palestinian civilians to flee, with estimates from the Red Cross suggesting that about 1.5 million people have been displaced southwards due to the multifaceted Israeli military campaign involving land, air, and sea operations. Amidst this, there are recurrent accusations that terrorists are using civilians as human shields, adding to the complexity and severity of the humanitarian crisis. The exact death toll in this conflict remains unverified and is a subject of controversy. Hamas health officials have reported over 11,000 civilian deaths, including more than 4,500 children. However, these figures are contested and have not been independently verified. The situation remains dire, with the civilian population bearing the brunt of the ongoing conflict and the international community increasingly concerned about the humanitarian impact. In the ongoing conflict, Israel disputes the casualty figures provided by Hamas, with U.S. President Joe Biden expressing no confidence in these numbers. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu acknowledged that Israel has not been successful in minimizing civilian casualties. However, he attributed the responsibility for these deaths to Hamas, suggesting that their tactics and operations are the primary cause of civilian harm. Amidst the escalating situation and the rising death toll, there have been increasing calls from various international entities for a humanitarian ceasefire. These calls aim to halt the ongoing violence and bloodshed, emphasizing the need to protect civilian lives and provide humanitarian aid to those affected by the conflict. The situation remains complex and contentious, with differing perspectives on accountability and the best approach to resolving the conflict and ensuring the safety and well-being of civilians in the region. What are your views on the conflict? Do you believe it is possible to achieve lasting peace in the region? Let us have your comments. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to ensure you get notified when we post our exclusive videos on the conflict.